and it was just a little teeny pup. He'd sit in my pocket. So I took the dog, and I don't know, he was everybody's pet, really. Because after the war was over, when we moved down to Leghorn, every time the mess sergeant, we had a bell. He'd ring that bell, that dog would run right over there. He'd let him in first, and he'd feed him. So he was everybody's dog. They all petted him, but at nighttime, he'd always come back to my tent. So evidently he was my dog. So when I wouldn't go home until I could get all the shots and everything, and I didn't know that we couldn't bring him home. So I says, well, I'm gonna see what I can do. I'll even go talk to the general if I have to. So I got all the shots for him and everything, and I missed coming home 2 times. My turn to come home now. I missed coming home 2 times. I don't know how he found me. I was in Leghorn. Hey, come here. Are you Takabayashi? I said, yeah. He says, who you? He says, I'm L Company Jeep driver. I says, I've never seen you in L Company. Well, he was new. He had just joined, you know. But says, anyway, you're going to take your dog and you're going to go home. We don't know how far you're going to go. But when you get to Naples, you can talk to the captain of the boat. We got an interview with you. But we don't think that you're going to get him on the boat. So it's up to you. But you're going home. You got to go. So I couldn't say I want to stay back and wait. So they flew me all the way to Naples in a plane. We was in this old Army airplane, and that thing rattled. Everything shook in that thing. And I thought, well, me and the dog's taking another big chance now. But anyway, we went to Naples, and first thing I did, I went to the boat. And it was a new boat just coming to harbor. USS Marine Corps. I'll never forget that. And I went and talked to the captain. He said, no animals on this boat. None. This is a new boat. I says, well, what if I snuck him on? He says, I'll throw him overboard. And he kind of talked real mean, you know. And then finally he says, I can see you're real serious. I said, yeah, I brought that dog all the way down, and I've got all the shots and everything he needs. He says, okay. So that's what I did the day and in the meantime, that dog, I couldn't take him to the mess hall. We'd go to eat, and I'd my duffel bag, he knew what it smelled like. He'd stay right there. I'd say, you stay. And he'd stay right by my duffel bag. So I had no problem. He didn't run away or nothing. And then coming home, I got off the boat in New York, and this Red Cross lady says, wow, how did you get that dog home? There's not a single dog or any kind of a pet come out of Europe that come into New York here. Well, I says, well, I didn't want to talk too much because I had the dog, and if I let everybody know, they won't let me travel with him across country, you know. I thought, gee, I didn't want to say too much. So anyway, they took a whole bunch of pictures, and I heard it was in the Stars and Stripes. I didn't know, but I heard it was the picture of me bringing that dog. But then we got in camp, and he'd stay right by my bed.